Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we're back with another glitch for getting unlimited multiplayer rewards that works in update 3.0.1.
Yeah, all right. So, and we're going to get into some of the concerns in the discussion after we've demonstrated it, but we really want to warn you that if you're even a little bit worried about messing up your account, do not do this glitch, because there's things that you'll see on the screen that look very much like what people describe when they lose all their content on the account, even though it hasn't happened to us with this glitch, doing it dozens of times. And we also see account bleeding, which we've also warned about. So when you're doing this, you got to be really, really careful.
Yeah, and as we'll talk about later, this glitch is a little more important to do the right thing. There's a little more either work to go into either the setup or making sure that you're following the steps exactly to not screw up your nest egg a little bit. So this is a glitch. This isn't to scare you away from it, from trying this glitch, but it's important that you do everything correctly and as shown in the
If you're already
video.
scared about doing it, then don't do it, basically.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So as always, and in this case it's way more important, back up your account information. Usually we say preferably. I think this time we're going to say definitely with a third-party app like Helium or Titanium before you start this.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not everybody's going to listen to us, but I think in this case, like if you don't have your account backed up, I would not risk it.
Right. As always too, we're Android only, so we can't confirm whether this works on iOS.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say a huge thank you to ZIGGY FOOLZ, who told us about this glitch.
Yeah, thank you so much. We've done some work looking at it. I think this is the best version as of now that we can figure out, the most simple version. But for sure, ZIGGY FOOLZ, thank you for giving us the information so that we could start to look at this and figure it out.
And yeah, try to understand it a little bit, right?
Just a quick reminder, you'll be able to see exactly what we're doing fully live, and that includes where we're tapping on the screen. Those little white dots that appear on the screen are touches. So everything that you're going to see in this video is going to be real time, exactly what we are doing, so that you can replicate it yourself.
Doing it right and screwing it up too.
Yeah.
One other thing that we normally don't need, but you need before you start, is having a second account. And that second account has to have online battles unlocked. If you don't have a second account, it's pretty trivial to make a new one. You take just one character up to level 5, that will unlock online play, and that's your second account. Your first account is the one that is going to get multiple multiplayer season rewards after you've played a few seasons, right? So we're going to be getting previous season rewards. So if you haven't earned anything, you're not going to get anything. But if you have, this is going to let you get it multiple times.
For sure. So to start off, you're going to want to start off in the account where you want the rewards. In this example, we're demonstrating, you can see our account with the nickname 2017-0101. And what you're going to want to do is back up this account to WBID by fighting and completing one multiplayer battle, which we've already done. And the next thing, which you just saw, is us logging out. So you're going to want to log out of the account and then log in to your second account. In this case, Fanto2.
Yeah, obviously we're intentionally obscuring the login credentials.
Yeah.
We've logged in, we pick it, and we confirm, and then we immediately log out.
So there you go.
Because we don't care about this account.
Yeah, and we're going to log in back to our main account.
So we're back on the main page. You hit online battle, and we're going to change our login credentials back to the main account.
Right here. There we go.
And this next step is the absolute most important part, right?
Yeah.
You got to be prepared so that as soon as you hit... Okay, so let's just finish this up first. So as soon as you hit login at the top here, right? You got to be smacking the area where online battle will be. You can see from our visible touches what we're aiming for in that general area. That's where the online battle button will be.
So we're going to click login, top right, and then we're going to click the online battle button, what we were just circling in the kind of bottom, middle, a little bit towards the right.
Right. And so what we're doing is two things. While we're trying to get the game to log in as our main account, we're also trying to get the game to connect to multiplayer as our second account, not our main account, by hitting the online battle button. So that's why we're spamming that button, to get that moment as soon as it's open, but before other stuff happens.
Yeah.
And, all right, so and here we're getting the rewards. So this is the first of two crucial steps for timing. So remember when you saw that big white logging in screen?
Yeah.
That stops the online battle button from registering. So we need to hit the online battle button as soon as the logging in screen goes away, but before the Superman screen shows up.
Yeah, and so you might want to reverse the video at this point or wait to watch it again. But as you could see, we had clicked online battle loaded, and then the Superman screen popped up.
Right.
And that's asking you which account you want, the one on your device or the one that you're logging into.
Right. So one clue that you get it right is that the online, so we're going to do it a few more times. The online battle button visibly changes to show that it's registered the tap. And once you see that, you can stop tapping immediately, right? Because you don't want to actually start hitting other stuff that will mess up the glitch. The easiest way to tell is when the online button is purple and your touch makes it gray.
And then as soon as Superman shows up, like I said, you'll be able to see it in just a second, or rewind the video when you're done watching it. You immediately pick the button on the left asking if you want to get back into your main account.
Right. And it'll, when you, all right, so let's watch this as it happens. It's going to ask us if, once you picked it, it's going to ask us to replace the account.
There we go.
So we pick it and we replace. We want to wait and see if we see our getting online. See, now it's not happening in the background. You should be able to see our nickname going if you've done it right, if you've connected. It didn't work this time. So we're going to cancel it because it actually didn't get us into online battles.
And there we go. Yeah, you can maybe notice that before that it didn't start the loading screen, but you can also look at it in the background. So this is a good indication that you've done it wrong, and in that case you want to try again. It'll just take an extra minute to try again.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a moment to show up, so that's why we're waiting, but it's not a certain amount of time because if your internet connection is bad or your game is lagging. Oh, so there's connecting. We're getting it. So we pick the online save.
And there we go, season rewards.
Right, and we saw the screen. And it's going to ask us, should be asking us to replace. Now we confirmed that we're going to replace it. The point where you're hitting replace, you want to make sure that it shows your nickname at the top. That's the easiest thing to see in the background to show that you actually did this correctly.
And we'll talk about why you shouldn't hit replace if you don't see your nickname in the top a while later. But basically, you need to be confident that you've actually hit the right account.
Right. So we mentioned one timing issue that was really important about getting the button for online battle. The second crucial step that you just saw now, if you wait too long to pick the account on the Superman page and the nickname for your online account has already shown up, you're only going to get the most recent multiplayer season rewards. That's one, which is not bad, but it's a lot of work for that. If you're quick enough on the second part, though, so if you're quick enough so that you've gotten online and you're getting online and the Superman screen shows up and you pick the account on the left side, if you get it fast enough, you will get multiple season rewards more than just the one. You'll get previous seasons too.
Yeah, and you can actually tell this by the way that the credit total increases. So when we get multiple seasons, we're getting 260,000 credits on our total, and when we only get the last season, we're only getting 130,000 credits. And you know, both of those are obviously worth the time you're putting in, but if you get good at this, you basically have the chance to double your efficiency.
Right. So you can see we've got 3 previous seasons. The first season we never get, it's worth 100. Second season is 130. The third season is worth 130.
Yeah.
When we get both credit totals, we're also getting both multiplayer characters. So it stacks. And here's the thing. It's hard enough to get the timing right to get one season. It's harder to get it right and get multiple seasons.
Yeah.
So I want to point out ZIGGY FOOLZ, when he first mentioned it to us, they reported getting 7 seasons. Best we've been able to do is get 2 seasons. And I mean, we see 3 seasons, but we get 2 at best. And that might be just a function of the fact that we've got so many different accounts and we've been playing multiplayer with all of them, that this only has the 3 seasons. And once we get over to the next season, we'll be able to do this more.
Yeah, so we can confirm that you can get more than 1 season. We can't confirm how many seasons you can get. The only thing that we can say for sure is that you can get at least 2 seasons on our account. Right. And that might even be different on your device. If your device is different, there's no guarantee that it'll work exactly the same.
I mean, it's complicated enough. Maybe what we should do is we're going to put the steps in the description. And this is the danger of doing it live, is sometimes the login fails because we typed in our password wrong or the connection is bad. So we'll put the steps in the description, and maybe we should just rehash them one more time, right?
Yeah, so here are the steps. You want to start off in the main account you want rewards for. That's step 1.
That's number 1. Yeah.
Step 2, log into your secondary account. Step 3, log out immediately. Step 4 is go into online battles using your main account credentials. It's got to register after the white login screen, but before the Superman choosing screen. And the ways that you can tell that is the connecting circle in the background, or if you wait till it loads in, you can see your nickname in the corner in the kind of grayed out background.
Right, but that means you're only going to get one season.
Yeah. And so then do you want to do steps 5 through 7?
Yeah, step 5, you pick the secondary account on the left side. You pick your main account on the left side. You don't keep the current account. When the replace screen comes up, don't confirm until you see your account's nickname at the top. If it doesn't come, you cancel and try it again. Because that's when you know you didn't get to the online battle fast enough, so it didn't register. And step 7 is if the nickname shows up, accept the new account and collect your rewards. If you're fast enough on Superman screen at step 5, when you're picking, you're going to get multiple seasons. If you're not, you're just going to get the one previous season.
And so we talked previously about it looking like what happening when you lose all your data, and I guess we can talk a little bit more about that now. So the reason why it looks like what happens when an account gets corrupted is because when an account gets corrupted, you lose all your content, and then the server tries to give you a bunch of multiplayer season rewards all at once. And so in this case, you're not getting your account corrupted, but you are getting a bunch of multiplayer season rewards all at once, or one multiplayer season reward. So the way that it looks pretty similar to what happens when people lose account data.
Yeah. So the other danger is that even if the accounts aren't really bleeding into each other, as far as we can tell after looking at the content. So we've talked about this in previous videos where account bleeding means that the stuff gets mixed up and stuff gets screwed up when that happens. Yeah. There's an element of that in the appearance here because when we get into their main account, the first time doing this glitch, it shows the main account nickname, but it shows the team from the secondary account. And at some points, it shows the credit total from the secondary account before it switches over, flips back to our main account.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I want to point out too, there's a danger that the secondary account's credit total will replace your primary account's credit total.
And this is a time where it's important to have a backup, where even if you don't lose a lot, if you decide against setting it up so that you're not going to lose it, and you accidentally screw up, if you have a backup, you can always revert to before you started doing this glitch and revert to when you had however many credits you had built up, if you choose to do that.
Yeah. We're probably going to do another video to show how to take advantage of it if you want to take the higher power credit from one account and put it into a different account.
Yeah, because it basically lets you spend the same credit total over and over again.
Yeah. So the problem though is it's a lot more complicated and it's easier to screw it up. And there's a possibility you might drop your credit total down to what your secondary account's total is. So like you can see we're working with a lot more, like 20 something million in one and less than $1 million in the other. You don't want to be doing that, but again, our intention is to demonstrate this in a new video. But maybe one thing that you can do to avoid having this happen is never confirming to replace the account at step 4?
Yeah.
If you screw up and pick the keep the account button on the right.
And look in the description for the steps while we're talking about this if you want to actually understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, because of the nature of this glitch, I've got a prediction here that there's going to be lots of people in the comments who do this by accident, like switching account totals. And maybe they didn't listen to this part of the video, and they're going to want to know what they did wrong, and we're telling you now. That's the problem. So what they did is
people in the comments who want to feel superior, get your timestamps ready.
Yeah. All right. So what the mistake you make to cause that to happen is you pick the wrong account at step 5, and then you have to do something else wrong. Is that you're confirming the replacement instead of canceling, and then you're trying to do the glitch again. If you have to do all those 3 things in order to screw it up. If you stop at any one of those, you won't have the problem.
So we've done this current glitch dozens of times. We've actually shown you us doing it a couple times just in this video. We've done a bunch of testing, we've done refinement, and we haven't had any issues yet in the entire time that we've been doing it, which is not a huge, it's not a sample size big enough to say 100% that this is definitely not going to do anything, but as confidently as we can, this is not going to mess up your account if you do it right.
Right, but I'll tell you what, I mean, we haven't, but what I want to say is that the potential is there.
Yeah. So
anybody who can't back it up, who's even a little bit worried, my best advice is don't do this glitch.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to live a little bit on the wild side and do it for Pete's sake, back up your account first before you do.
And the topic of our next glitch video will be how to use the problem of swapping power credit totals and actually take advantage of it by moving a higher power credit total from one account to another with a lower total. But there you go. That's everything for this glitch. Let's give a huge thank you again to ZIGGY FOOLZ for telling us about this, and then also thank our patrons and everybody for watching. So let's give a huge shout out to our patrons. Do you want to take it away?
Yeah, big thank you to Console Peasant, Edwin Felix, and Eddy G, who are supporting us at the top tier, Last Word, iProphet, who's supporting us at Your Message Here tier,
Shawn, Farrell, and Daniel Simonson, who are supporting us on the credited level.
That's it.
Sorry to steal your thunder there. And despite the fact that we occasionally forget some of your names, we appreciate you all just as much. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.